Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, or professional development. As the recording time of 8:35 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum contract $2,579, up about 3.52% so far. With respect to over crypto market and the equity market, we are normalizing from the sell-off that we have seen yesterday. It was probably the worst decline we've seen historically, if you date this back to October 2020. And as of this morning, the market is kind of wobbling on a sideways fashion, right? Kind of trading at the comfortable level on the non-resistance level, or non-technical level, right? And with respect to equity market at the moment right now, we are down about 0.14% across the spectrum. Nasdaq's down a lot more significantly, down about close to 4% at the moment. So it seems like it's in the correctional territory, closing in on what is a foreshadow bear market that's incoming. And what's driving the fluctuations that we're seeing right now? So the oil prices kind of normalized a bit, but there's still some lingering news around the Russian oil ban that U.S. is expected to announce later today. So we have not yet any confirmatory signals on the ban yet, and I guess there's some sort of an optimistic type of sentiment among investors, driving some buying pressure for selective investment vehicles that we see in front of us, right? So you see that altcoins have the house a little bit more rosy versus the some of the key coins, but I will say across the spectrum is still kind of a mixed bag. Again, more like a wobbling type of momentum at the moment, right? And some of the news are, frankly, just fear mongering, try to stir some media affectation. There's a prediction that with this ban going on, despite oil has already been reaching a historical high. If you date this 13 years ago, at $130 per barrel. They're saying that if this case worsen and digress further, oil price can potentially even hit $300 per barrel, which is basically like 2x from here. Still, more than 2, like basically 2.1, 2.2x from here, right? And that could be a huge detriment onto corporate profitability and margins, not just domestically in the US, but globally speaking. And that could subsequently have a seismic affectation, driving a global recession or potentially even depression. So we'll see how that goes later today. So without some more time, let's just dive into the technicals to see what's the market telling us at the moment, right? With respect to recording time of 8:38 a.m. on the Eastern Time. We are basically at the 2,600 right now with $20 or like $12 below the 600 mark. At the moment right now, we try to reverse back up. We are on the good side of the coin. On the MACD, we are below, so that means we have ideally already formed a negative apex already, or like a valley with a 43 out of 70. So yeah, again, like the worst or has probably happened in the near term. Like again, like 24.50 was probably like the bottom in the near term, and it was because of the rise of oil price that's fluctuate dramatically during the weekend. Obviously yesterday as well, with the normalization, kind of dipped back down, but subsequently went back up around like 1:15 p.m. on the Eastern Time. So as of this morning, it's kind of normalizing again, but we do not know how the news is going to come out later today and how the oil fluctuation will be coming out today. So we have to watch the level. Can we get above back to the 2621, because that's a relatively important level for us to get back. And then subsequently we have a long leap right to the 2853, which is the next level. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. Respect to Bitcoin, down up about 2.5%. Right now we're basically lingering around the 39,000, but the real level is the 40,000, right? So we're in between again. This seems kind of like a head and shoulder pattern, to be honest with you. This is not looking that beautiful to be beautiful. So you see this there's a head, there's a shoulder, with a 46 out of 70, but we are at the opposite side of the coin on the MACD front. So we are crossing up. It seems like we have a valley that's forming. So maybe I'm wrong completely with respect to these this head and shoulder pattern. I do hope that this does not convey to be one. I hope that we, revive back up, cross back up eventually from our golden cross and then cross up to 40,000 and then subsequently allow us to keep going to the 44, right? But it's still in a downtrend, right? So something to think about. This is a foreshadow of head and shoulder pattern, which is always negative, right? Dogecoin up about 1.76%. I like anywhere from basically current level to all the way to 10 cents. Cardano's up about 1.68%. Anywhere from basically current level all the way to 75 is still logical. Solana is down about close to 2% right now, anywhere from 85 all the way to 75. So we're basically in the buying area right now. XRP is down about 3%. You could see that we're still forming the wedge, right? Have not really changed the triangle yet, right? With the 47 out of 70. So as we further squeeze, right? I think we will hit an apex, right? And then we should subsequently leap up from there. So this is like a relatively good bullish chart that we're forming at the moment. Polkadot's down about 1%, 42 right now. I like anywhere from basically 15 or 16, right? All the way to $14 from here. Algorand down about 3%, 37 right now. So I like anywhere from current level to 68 from here. Shiba Inu, low 2000, so 2100, 1400, 900. Right now, still, not terrible, but it's like kind of struggling, obviously, right? MacTac anywhere from 143 to 120. So again, we are naturally gliding at this on the sideways fashion because this is a relatively substantive level. But as we break 143 to 120, those are buying area because you ultimately want to incur when it's on a discount. Right now, just at a neutral level. AVAX is $72 at the moment. Again, this is a head and shoulder pattern. Clearly, you see a head, shoulder, and then we should be leaping down. So AVAX, I don't have a strong preference for this one. I like anywhere from 59 to 50. I'm not saying I wanted to sell off. It's just that it should be because it's technically logical for it to happen based on the pattern they're forming. Luna is trying to revive back up because of the overall market, right? The key coins are kind of dragging it up right now, but you can see that clearly we're about to form a mega death cross with a 57 out of 70. So this is definitely not a good setup to incur risk at the moment. Again, right, 62, 52 to 45 from here. All right, so I'll watch out for the announcement later today on the U.S. Oil ban. Seems like the sanctions was working tactically on the short term, but long term wise, we are creating a relatively seismic problem that could hinder global economy, not just disrupting Russia economy, but like this seems like it can drag the whole country and the world down just based on the collective effort on this restriction or this cutoff with Russia's relationship. So definitely not a good time to be in. Definitely, with people dying, with oil prices spiking, with inflationary pressure, with the COVID-19 that has kind of subsided in a way. Now it's just like we cannot get a break. So it's definitely not good news and terrible to see these type of news to be drawing such a fatigue to investors, right? So anyways, I'm here with you as well. Let me know if you have any questions and take care. Bye.